Neutral, precise English for security RFCs threat modeling language. Welcome! In this micro lesson, we'll sharpen your security writing so it's neutral, precise, and trusted by engineers and auditors. The goal: write security docs without bias or hype. No fear, no sales. Describe threats and conditions, not villains. Say an attacker with network access, not careless partner. Use consistent, testable terms so a reader can verify claims. Define what authenticated request or sensitive data means once, and stick to it. Aim for the RFC tone: clear, factual, and minimal. When readers can reproduce your reasoning, your doc becomes a tool, not a story. State whether a section is normative, requirements, or informative, background. Labeling helps readers know what they must implement versus what explains context. Prefer simple, short sentences that carry one idea each. Complex chains hide risk. Strip out marketing and fear language. Avoid military-grade or catastrophic breach unless quantified. When you make a claim, cite a source or rationale, a standard, a prior incident, or a measurable effect. This builds credibility and lets reviewers trace decisions back to evidence, not opinion. Use neutral agents like an attacker, a client, an endpoint to focus on capability, not identity. When outcomes are uncertain, prefer can or may over will. An attacker may read logs if, reserve certainty for proven behavior. Quantify risk using defined buckets, low/medium/high likelihood, and include criteria. For example, high equals reproducible by a remote unauthenticated actor. Define terms once, session token, confidential data, trusted network, and reuse them consistently, so tests, code, and reviews align with the same meanings. Focus on capabilities and preconditions. An attacker with local shell access can read world-readable keys. State the attack surface and assets. Exposed ports, APIs, logs, tokens, keys, or PII. Explain impact using measurable terms, disclosure of customer email addresses, privilege escalation to admin. Downtime is greater than or equal to 30 minutes. Avoid attribution unless policy requires it. Identity rarely changes mitigation. This keeps the analysis portable across environments and prevents speculation from driving design decisions. Use RFC 2119-8174 keywords correctly. Must, mandatory, should, strong recommendation with valid exceptions, may, optional/allowed. Tie each requirement to a specific risk so its purpose is obvious. To prevent token replay, responses must include a nonce. Keep one requirement per sentence to aid testing and compliance. Briefly include exceptions and rationale. Clients should retry with exponential backoff. Constrained devices may use fixed delays to limit CPU. This clarity turns prose into verifiable behavior. Follow a consistent template. Context. Describe the system and trust boundaries. Mobile app to API over the public internet. Database in a private subnet. Adversary model. Goals and resources. Remote attacker seeking credential theft. No insider access. Method. Vector and steps. Phishes session cookie via insecure redirect. Replays cookie to API. Consequence. Impact and likelihood. Account takeover for affected users. Likelihood medium given current controls. This structure makes threats comparable and easy to map to tests and mitigations. Map each mitigation to a threat so nothing is orphaned. Specify scope, defaults, and limits. HSTS, enabled by default for all subdomains. Preload list optional. Note residual risk explicitly. Does not protect first visit. Phishing still possible. Provide examples and acceptance tests. If a cookie lacks the secure and HTTP-only flags, the build must fail. Example: set cookie. SID equals ABC. Secure. HTTP only. This turns design intent into checks that engineers and auditors can verify automatically. Avoid vague verbs like handle, secure, or support. Say what happens. Reject requests over HTTP. Encrypt at rest with AES 256 GCM. Watch for ambiguous pronouns and long passive chains. Name the actor and action. The API logs failed logins beats failures are logged. Don't overclaim certainty or risk. Qualify with evidence. Observed in staging. No exploit known. Keep opinions out of normative text. Place them in informative notes with rationale. Precision keeps readers aligned and your requirements testable.